Good morning, my name is Damiano Rapone from Telecom Italia. Within the framework of the 5GrEEn project, we've been involved in the task regarding the energy-efficient experimental analysis for network operation. My presentation agenda is the following: a brief introduction regarding both objectives and impacts of the task, an high-level description of the Telecom Italia software tool, working principle of an exemplary energy efficiency feature implemented in the tool itself, preliminary evaluation results will be shown, conclusions and future works for the next year at the end. Within the experimental task of the project, the purpose is to assess performance of energy efficiency features to be deployed in the actual operator's network, also considering more energy efficient power models of the base stations. The evaluation of achievable gains is done by considering real traffic data gathered from the live network and power models provided by Ericsson, as a proof of concept of what can be done in future 5G networks. The development of an evaluation environment with graphical user interface with the aim to determine energy consumption in a cluster of 19 adjacent 3-sectorial sites, IDEST 57 sectors within an homogeneous coverage area, by considering a baseline system in which currently deployed base stations power models and any kind of energy efficiency features are taken into account, and different frontline systems considering according to the available energy efficiency features, possibly combined with newer power models of the base stations. Performance of all frontline systems with respect to the baseline system 1 will be compared in order to compute an energy saving metric. The tool is MATLAB-based, in which inputs are the voice and data information of all radio access technologies currently deployed in Telecom Italia network related to a single 3-sectorial site, captured during the whole day with a granularity of 15 minutes, and then replicated in order to have the traffic data for the overall cluster of sites. Power models available for years 2010, 2012, 2016, 2020, and GSM UMTS Release 99 LTE radio access technologies, which provide a set of parameters describing the macro base station power consumption as a function of radio frequency output power, directly related to traffic load. Performance assessment is done for the baseline system considering the traffic data information of the whole cluster and the power model for the year 2010, and for different frontline systems in which we can consider the evolution of network equipments only, or consider the effect of a cluster level energy efficiency feature application only, or a system in which the above possibilities are jointly taken into account. Here's an exemplary of energy efficiency feature in which traffic in charge of frequency layers of either 2G, 3G, or both is steered towards the 4G frequency layers, and consequently there is a switch off of the steered layers. Candidate layers for steering are identified according to load conditions by comparing their traffic to a predefined threshold. 4G layers able to manage the original 2G, 3G traffic are chosen in such a way that they will not saturate their capacity after traffic steering. Here you can see how traffic steering is performed when considering traffic data of all radio access technologies layers within a single sector. The resulting sector's traffic vector shows that both 2G and 3G layers are switched off, and their traffic is jointly managed by the 4G layers. It is now possible to see how the software tool works. We start with a real-time evaluation by selecting the traffic data of a single 3-sectorial site. We now select the power model among the available ones. For example, we choose the power model for the year 2020. Now we need to choose the energy efficiency feature to assess, and we select it. Now we choose which kind of traffic we want to steer. For example, we will steer both 2G and 3G traffic. We click on Play to compute evaluation metrics. By selecting Flash Plot in the Display Speed pop-up, we will plot all the graphs. Graphs are related to total power consumption and throughput in the whole cluster, and power consumption per rack 2G, 3G, and 4G. In this label, you can see the total energy consumption in the whole day. In this slide, preliminary evaluation results are shown. In the first table, the energy consumption in kilowatt per hour per day are reported, while in the second table, energy savings for all possible frontline systems with respect to the baseline one can be seen. It is noteworthy that higher energy savings can be achieved by jointly considering energy efficiency feature application and greener power models. So, objectives and impacts of the task, scenarios, high-level description of software tool and exemplary energy efficiency feature, both developed by Telecom Italia and preliminary evaluation results have been presented. In the future, we will expect to consider both backhauling and device sites for both current and future networks in order to assess performance at network level. And then we would like to be able to evaluate performance by means of test measurements on the actual Telecom Italia's network sites and compare them to simulated performance. Thank you for your kind attention.